MarauderEX with a now legal to drink in the US episode of Let's Play Dragon Force. For those of you keeping track, that's 21. Granted, I know most everyone does it before then, but not condoning or anything along those lines. Anything like that. So, I'm still working toward Win in the Highland Kingdom. As you'll see now, I'm taking out some of the generals that are still left out on the wings. Not hard fights, just tedious. Things are going to get a lot more difficult now. We've got a lot more story to progress through, and within the next, probably, domestic affairs sequence, Vlad's friends will take over my castle, which means I'm going to lose a castle automatically. And then I've got other monarchs to go after, which are, at this point, all ridiculously strong. They level at a mirror rate to you, so all of the monarchs are going to be just as aggravating, if not more so, if they've actually had to fight legitimately. So, fun. And I'm gonna do this just to throw it out there. I'm gonna go ahead and melee. I never melee with troops because I don't like the lack of control. Because once you melee, you no longer get any control over them. And I found early on that when you melee, there's a higher likelihood of a general being slain. So if it's a faceless general, you know, one of the ones that has a random name but the same picture as the other generals, you can kill them. I've done it several times without meaning to, and you're kind of screwed at that point because you're just killing generals left and right. So I mean, I've never really meleeed. It's not a wise tactic in most situations. Alright, and another thing that I'm going to have to do, and I really have no idea how to do this, is I'm going to start rearranging who's in what groups to make sure my assault groups are well balanced, yet still fairly powerful. So, I've got to figure out how I'm going to do it. Yay, random castle events. That's another reason why I don't fortify, is because if a castle doesn't do anything for a long period of time, like you don't have any battles or anything like that, and as long as you're occupying it for a decent length of time, it will level up. But items don't just mystically fall into my lap if I, you know, don't search, so. Another reason why searching is infinitely better than fortification. Just so you all know. And Wynn has a lot more generals than I really paid any attention to, because they just keep coming, and God, why won't they just die at this point? Maybe I should start meleeing them more often. Who's attacking this one? Oh, Helga and Shazarad. Saharazad. I think that's how you pronounce that. I've never been good with pronunciation of names. I've been watching another Let's Play Dragon Force, which really random that someone else is doing Let's Play Dragon Force, considering this is a fairly obscure game. I've only met maybe 2 other people ever that have ever played it that I didn't introduce to the game. And I'm listening to his pronunciation of some of the characters, I'm like, wow, I never would have pronounced it that way, but I can see how it would work either way. And again, I'm just going to rush them. I shouldn't against mages, especially since he's got Holy Shield. And watch as it tears through my troops. Literally, just like a hot knife through butter. He just, at that point, evened out my numbers. And I shouldn't have used a special because his mages are still attacking. I should have used that sooner, but today's a bad day. I feel like I'm just going to make a lot of errors in this one. Alright, so he's meleeed with his last troop to send that one troop after me. if this kills that troop, that would be awesome. Which it did. And it killed him. Oh my god, that was awesome. 2 for the price of 1. That was the coolest Sonic Boom ever. If I could overlay Guile's sound effect of saying Sonic Boom over that, that would have just been the coolest shit ever. Alright, just send Scar out because he needs to level some. And see, interaction. I actually didn't realize that they had a history together, but you see that they actually address each other by name, which is amazing. So, apparently Scar and Hilga were friends or something. Even a fighter. Hey, weirder things have happened. And Hilga is still weakened from the last fight. So this really is going to be a cakewalk for Scar. Scar really needs more MP though. But I need a statue. I don't remember if it's an Alcia statue or a Dragon statue. One of the two does it. And I'll remember one of these days. For now, it doesn't matter. Even if I get a statue, I'm probably not going to use it on Scar. I'll probably use it on Mario. So that Junon, you know, is still more useful when, later in the game when I have to send all of my monarchs out to do ridiculously hard fights. Way too many generals to deal with. Oh god, this is... Send people over so that I can refill troops faster. That's another tactic that's... It's kind of a pain to do, but it helps you in a tight spot. Send other generals that you're not using at the moment with a high troop count to empty their troops into the reserves of one castle so that you can refill others. And then move them back to the castle that has a full reserve list, so... It's a quick fix for if you've got a main group that needs to go out, but in all reality, it's not that much faster, so... Alright. I was hoping to, you know, finally take out Win in this episode, but that's gonna have to wait till the next one, because I'm already running really long on time. But I will get the ball rolling, at least, with moving troops out. And I will see you in the next episode, where hopefully this time, knock on wood, I finally take out Highland Kingdom. I know I've said that before, I'll probably say it again. See you next time.